Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it started. Cool. I'm just going to share the link to a couple places. Let people join the fray if that's what they want to do. Also, I've realized all of the thumbnails for these live streams are just me holding coffee mugs because I'm like drinking coffee as it's getting started. Also, what a flattering angle, huh? Okay, I got my link. Copy that. Hello, one person watching. No, I don't need to share it to my own email. Okay, here we go. Things are happening. Okay, there's one. Just gonna do my Facebook too. Let's see. I have my coffee, as previously mentioned. It's not a dog mug. I keep posting pictures of me holding a dog mug. So sorry to break the streak. I also have some junior mints because I'm sure I will need to fuel myself with sugar partway through this. I'm planning to watch a movie with one of my very favorite human beings. Hi, Allison, if you're watching this. So I'm only going to go for like an hour and a half. And I have like an actual cutoff time for this. Where I always say I'm going to go for like an hour. It never happens. Okay. That has been shared. Oh, except I tried to close it out before it was done posting. All right. I think everything's good on here. Cool. Cool. All right. Let me... Oh, you know what? Actually, I have something I need to do with my laptop. Well, I'm chatting with everyone. So let's get you set up on a different side of things. I really should have done this beforehand. What a surprise. I'm ill prepared. What else do you come here for? All right. I'm going to tuck you up in the cupboard. Is that going to work? Let's see. Yeah? Yeah? Cool. All right. We're good. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Now I just posted stuff, so and I'm on East Coast time, so even though it is like late morning here, it's almost 11 a.m. Like it's just before 11. I know it's still pretty early for other time zones, and I am also just an earlier riser than a lot of people I know. Like I've been up since 5:30, so yeah. I definitely have there's like a bunch of sorry for the grossness, but there's like phlegm in my chest. My allergies are terrible right now. So, you know, who knows if I have the plague. I'm not going to say I don't, because, like, nobody knows if they have it, really. But, I mean, I feel like normal allergy symptoms are happening. So I'm, like, afraid to cough, because I don't want to freak anybody out. Plus, I wouldn't describe the cough I have as a dry cough, which is one of the symptoms. It's just, it feels like, hey, I have a bunch of shit in my chest because allergies, and everything's just like draining down the back of my throat. Because bodies are fun. While I'm live streaming, I'm actually going to burn some mix CDs. I've been talking about this for like weeks now, but since I did my like birthday party live stream a couple weeks ago, I've been wanting to make like a playlist, like a birthday party playlist for my Mailtime Perk patrons. I'm also going to save one for Chris, who I also mail stuff to. Different perk tier, but also gets like physical items. I like sending mixed CDs once in a while. I think I've only done it twice before. I think, right? I don't know, it's been a while. But yeah, I forgot how fun it is to make mix CDs. It had been a while since I had curated a playlist for someone. Well, for multiple someones. They're all getting the same playlist, but I spent, like, I've been compiling a list of songs for these couple weeks. But then this morning, actually, like, orchestrating the flow of each song. Like, I really like spending a lot of time on it. So while I was doing other stuff, like, I listened to the tracks all the way through and, like, let them lead into the next one. While I was hand pinning some face masks, which are all in here. I'll fuck with those later. Yeah, it's probably 4.5-ish hours worth of time I put into the playlist this morning. So I hope everyone likes it. It's like a lot of favorite songs and just really upbeat, dancey stuff, like something I would have played at a birthday party had I actually been allowed to have people around me, because, you know, social distancing and all. But yeah, so I'm gonna get these CDs going. I hope it doesn't make any weird noises. I figure it's like a quiet thing. I was gonna sew during this live stream, but it's really loud when I have my machine on and like we're conversing. Well, you're typing and I'm rambling my face off, so not quite the same. But I know, like, a sewing machine running in the background is not great audio. So hopefully doing mixed CDs will not be terrible to listen to. I don't know what to put these in. I guess I could make some, like, paper sleeves, huh? I should have thought about this. Yeah, maybe I'll just make some, like, cardstock envelopes. Envelope? Do people say envelope or envelope? I used to get made fun of by an old boss I had for saying one of the two. But I can't remember which. Which was the weird one out? Odd man out? Whatever. You get it. Yeah, so I'm going to restart my computer because I left it on last night and it's being cranky. Yeah, I've made a lot of face masks the past couple weeks. I should do an actual count so that I can, like, keep track. Because most people have, like, bought them from me, which I am eternally grateful for. I have had a couple friends. Oh, hi, Grant. Good morning. I saw your Instagram filter, like, which wizard are you? And I was really hoping you were gonna get Dumbledore. I didn't see if Lucius was in that or not. But Dumbledore seems fitting. Oh, hi, Yenny. I didn't block that bitch. I wonder why it wasn't giving you notification. Like, obviously we joked about you getting blocked out of it, but I don't even know how to block someone. Like, the times I have wanted to block someone from, you're right, it's Luscious Malfoy. Like, the times I've wanted to block someone, I can't. I can only, like, delete or, like, pause their activity in the chat. So even if I wanted to boot you out, I don't know that I could. Hi, Ben! Oh, I put your little notes. They're on my desk now. My Uno card and my I got a cute little dachshund Valentine from my niece. my niece and nephew put together like a care package. Like we swapped care packages, since we can't actually like hang out with each other. And yeah, it was really exciting. I actually got really like emotional driving back home because that was like the closest I've come to social interaction since. It was kind of happy crying because it was just like, right, I'm somewhat near other people. Hi Nikki, hi Carrie. But you guys, I fucking lost it when I was at the grocery store the other day. I had a mask on, thankfully, so it covered like my ugly crying, but it was rough. I had a much harder time with it than I thought I would. I had to pull over a couple times and it was just like, it was just so overwhelming. So I'd pull over, cry a little bit, and then, oh no, is there like a filtration thing? Let me see if I can live chat. Will that make it better? Oh, you know what? I'm rebooting my computer, but maybe, I don't think I can like edit. Can I? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything as far as the chat on my phone, but I have definitely like moderated other people's live streams. I'm a moderator for Threadbanger, and my God, the types of things people say when there's a huge channel, it's like they aren't treating the people doing the live stream as people. I mean, not everybody, obviously there's plenty of like rad people in those comment sections, but god damn. Yeah, it's a bummer seeing people be like, I am behind this anonymous wall where no one can actually know that I'm saying these things, so I'm just gonna say horrible, degrading shit. Because they'll never see it, but sometimes they do see it, and that's my job as a moderator, is to filter out that kind of shit. But what are you doing? Why must you say horrible things to people? Like, what do you get out of it? I hate it. Man, my shop looks so messy. I mean, it looks messy because it is messy. This is a pile of fabric I'm like currently using. And then beyond that, I don't really have an excuse for. So sorry if the like clutter is stressing everyone out. I have such little space, but so much shit. So this is one upside of making all these masks for people, is that I'm using up a lot of fabric, and yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if I can like go back through the chat to approve those comments on my computer, which is still loading for some reason. It never takes this long, but I've had it like just in sleep mode for probably a week, so it needed some off time, I think. Look at me cleaning my glasses. Man, I just want to make these mix CDs. Oh. It's creative chaos, man. It's not bad. Oh, this is actually my shop in like I just deep cleaned. This is the first time I've sat down since I cleaned my shop yesterday or the day before. I guess I already have a little bit of a mess. But yeah, I was making face masks, and once I was done the first batch, the like piles of refuse on the floor, it was madness. And here I'm currently trying to stuff things away that like you can't see, but I keep like looking at it and being like, oh, I just need to tuck it in the drawer it's in a pile next to. Oh hey, my laptop is up now. Oh good, this is fabric I need. I do have to make fuckload of bias tape. I have all these masks. Oh yeah, let me show you these masks. Also, hold on one second. Can we talk about this fucking bag? Cheryl made this for me, my fairy god Cheryl. And she even has these little tags that says Frankenshare's Laboratory, and I love it so much. And it's this awesome TARDIS fabric. I actually made a dress out of this fabric, but oh, there's a pin cushion. That's good to get out of here. But there are 25 face masks in here, and there's still plenty of room. And like, look at the lining fabric. It's, I don't know if it's showing up, but it's like glittery. Oh, I'm in heaven. It's so good. Oh, and there's a little tag. Ow! Lots of pins. That says, yes, it's bigger on the inside. And there's another Frankenshare's Laboratory tag in here somewhere, I think. Yeah, it's so cute. It was the nicest gift ever. Also, hey y'all, I got Discord, and then I opened it on my laptop one time, and now it's like always, it's always the first thing to boot up on my laptop when I open it. I'm so technologically deficient. Okay. I have things to read. I really should just keep my phone up here when I'm doing live streams. This is better than just having it propped up like on my open laptop. Isn't it so pretty? Gosh, she's so talented. Yes, I'm still using the AB mask. I haven't really looked into other ones because I've really enjoyed making this style, but I would like to make those ones. I don't know what the Olsen style is, but the ones that like have the curve, like the pieces join in the center, and I think it's more for a cover for N95 mask, but I think you can wear it just as a regular mask. Yeah, I really want to try that out because I like, oh, okay, that's the Olsen one. I really like the shape of it. Okay, I'm gonna make notes of how many masks I've made. So I did 10 for my mom's work. I did one for me and one for my boyfriend's mom. One for her friend. I did 3 sets of 3. Wait. Yeah, I did 3 sets of 3. And then another 8. And I'm about to finish a batch of 25. I won't count those yet because I'm not done. So that's 9, 10. So I've already made 30, and I'm about, once I make the bias tape and attach it, that will be another 25. That's pretty cool. I, of course, haven't taken any pictures other than the one that I made for myself, because, like, the second I finished them, hi, Kim! Good morning! As soon as I finish them, they're, like, out the door. So... okay. Yes, I have... so the first batch I did, they requested elastic specifically, so I'm gonna have to switch up the way I do this next time because I'm binding all the edges now, but the first batch I didn't do binding. I just sewed the top and bottom right sides together. No, I made it much more complicated. I sewed almost all the way around, flipped it out, top stitched the whole thing, then did the pleats. I did the darts before I did anything else, so the darts are on the inside. That's my one, not complaint, but the one thing I would change about how Angela Clayton did it, because I watched her video on this specific style mask, where she has the darts, like she did it in a much quicker way. But she's also donating all of them, where I have, like I said, I had a friend cover shipping and sent them to him. I had another friend cover shipping and sent them to them. But other people have, like, insisted on paying for them, which I appreciate because I could use it. So I had a lot of mixed feelings about doing that, but now we're at the point where everyone needs to be wearing them out in public. So, like, nobody should, and I'm not saying this just because I'm making them. I didn't feel weird about other people selling them, so I shouldn't feel weird about me selling them, but there is still like a guilt thing where it's like, but it's to help people, so I should just donate them. But I am kind of fucked on like multiple side jobs. Well, I call them like part-time jobs, that I can't do because they're all event based. Both like for my own business as well as working for the brewery. Like it was all events. I was the like remote person doing like the tastings and the brew fests, and those aren't happening. So like my other part-time job is still cruising along, because we make the uniforms for the essential people. So that also technically makes us essential, though I for some reason feel weird about being a person going into work because I don't feel like hemming pants is an essential task, but the people that are working need uniforms. That's why masks are getting donated. They need the gear. I'm just never not going to feel guilty for something at some point in time. So the first batch I made, Christ, everything got turned right sides out. Then I pleated them, and then before I flipped them right sides out, I had sewn elastic in so that everything, like pleating was the last step I did. I don't know why it took me so long to get through that. This batch I'm doing the darts on the inside of the fabric, and I'm gonna change this tactic, but this batch, the darts were done first on the wrong side. I stitched the top and bottom edge right sides together, flipped that out. I am gonna top stitch this just so it stays flat before I bind the edges. But I left these sides open since they're getting bound. So like these are pleated. Of course, one of the pleats came out. And yeah, I'll do binding here, and then do a long strip that extends into like the ties in the back along the top and bottom. The next batch, which will make this all much more efficient, will entail me doing almost all the same things, but I'm going to do the darts on the wrong side, but have the pattern for the actual stitch lines drawn on the right side of the fabric so that I don't have to turn it inside out, and like I don't need to do top stitching. It'll cut out at least 2 steps. But I wasn't thinking about that when I was tracing out all of the pieces, so everything was drawn on the wrong side, and I didn't want to have to redraw the pattern all over again on 25 pieces of fabric. Also, I use the pattern to pin the darts on the lining because I have a flannel like lining fabric, but I don't cut the lining down to size. I just cut the outer fabric because it's all getting trimmed and sewn together anyway, so you really only need one to be like the perfect fit and everything, because yeah, that's just a little time-saving thing. Yeah, if you're cutting and sewing multiple layers together, you don't need to cut all of them down to size and trace the pattern out. You just need to do it on one. I'm repeating myself. You get it. You probably knew that before I did. Oh my goodness. You know, that's a good question. I don't know how long it's taking because I keep changing how I'm doing it, and then I'm doing them in batches and like over the course of multiple days, where I should just sit and do one and see how long it takes. Yeah, but I haven't done that, but I should. Okay, yeah, I feel, I do feel better. Like this week, it finally clicked that I was like, okay, selling my own. Everything's weird, man, and once I get through these batches, like, I know the healthcare workers are still going to be needing them because, like, it's setting in for me this week, like, how long this may take. Where at first it really seemed like it was just gonna be like, oh, like just 2 weeks, just like stay in for like 2 weeks. But I feel like we're barely at the beginning of all of this, at least where I am. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a lot more drawn out than I was expecting. At least now that we're in it, it's like, oh, we can't just go back to normal for quite a while. And what is that even going to mean? Yeah, I'd say at least, like, we have a stay-at-home order in New Hampshire until May 4th. But even if businesses are open again, at least for, like, I know some other people will, like, the second the bars are open, they're just going to go hang out in, like, huge crowds. For me, I don't think I'm going to be comfortable doing that for a while. I had some, like, events booked that got canceled, of course, that were for during April, and a couple into May that got like postponed, but they don't have a new date yet. And then I have the biggest event of the year for me is in September, but that's certainly not going to have the same kind of turnout that it normally would have. And they're also expecting things to be gearing back up, like, come fall, because they're expecting it to have, like, a flu-like cycle. This is what I have heard from, like, other people. I am certainly not an expert on the subject, so don't take or take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I don't know shit about shit. Yeah, normal is totally changing. I think that's a good way to look at it. Oh, you have to wear some kind of mask to get on base. Yeah. Yeah, the place I work, we're close to the public. Like, we'll do curbside pickup. I'm not even the one that goes to do that. So, and I work in the same room as the person that does it, but they're further away than, like, the other end of this room. The room we're in is a lot bigger than this. So I don't worry about, like, catching anything at work. I mean, it's still possible because I'm out in the world, but yeah, it's like the one place I don't worry about being. Where going literally anywhere else is very overwhelming for me now. I feel so bad for all the I feel so bad for all the teachers right now. I'm very thankful I don't have kids. I don't have anybody else I'm, like, in charge of. I just have a dog to take care of, and he doesn't give a shit about any of this. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Carrie. Like, honestly, I paid for the event in September last year. And it is the most expensive event I do, but it's still less than $200, and I've already spent that. So, like, honestly, like, if we weren't getting refunds for not going, I don't know, it's so far away that, like, I have no idea what it's going to look like come that time. But if I'm not comfortable and want to bail out, like, it's going to be worth it to just not go. Hi, Jenna. Well, welcome to the fold. Yeah, that coffee, I was so surprised at how well that coffee thing went, because I have done lots of food and drink related things, and not everything goes to plan. I was very pleasantly surprised. The thing is, though, I lost my goddamn mind after drinking that, because as has happened in every live stream, I start with a coffee that I've probably already been working on for like 2+ hours. I poured this mug at 7 a.m. So already 4.5 hours into it. I did top it off a bit, so it's like maybe 1 1/3 of these, and it is a big mug. But I'm still probably going to be nursing this until like 1 or 2, where it's very strong coffee. We use a percolator, and we percolate it for 15 minutes. So, like, it's pretty strong coffee. And it, like, the beans we grind are, it's a pretty strong blend, I guess. I don't know shit about coffee, but it's pretty strong. And yeah, I nurse this like all day. Where that frothy coffee I made yesterday, it had 3 Nescafe instant coffee packets. I don't know how much caffeine is in each packet, but I'd imagine one packet is like equal to a standard cup of coffee. I had 3 of those to make the 2 tablespoons, and I drank that whole thing within like 5 minutes. So it was delicious, but vastly underestimated how much caffeine was in it. I felt high. Yeah, I used to love coffee ice cream when I was younger. But the sips of coffee I had taken as a kid, I didn't like it because it was really bitter. And my mom only drinks it with milk in it. She doesn't put sugar or anything. So it was like the fat mixed in helped calm the bitterness a little bit, but it didn't have any sweetness to it. So of course, as a child, I'm like, ugh. Also, kids probably shouldn't be drinking coffee. And yeah, when I was like 19, I think I started drinking coffee, but I would get like French vanilla, sugar flavor, syrup, whatever, iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and I would get extra cream, extra sugar, which I believe is 6 creams, 6 sugars. I can't comprehend drinking that right now. We're like this thing I made yesterday, it was sweet, but not that sweet. Yeah, it was better once the milk was mixed into it, because it just had like a really sharp acidic taste where I didn't realize how smooth the coffee I do drink black is until I took a taste of that Nescafe stuff. Like once it was whipped with the sugar, it was still like, it was a lot. The more I ate it off the spoon, the better it tasted. But yeah, it wasn't as good just as the foam as I expected. So I've had maybe like espressos in a cappuccino, right? That's part of it. Because I've had, I think, 2 cappuccinos or latte, whichever one. One of the fancy drinks that has espresso in it. I've had a couple in my years here, and I felt like I had gotten an epinephrine shot, like when you're at the dentist and they give you an injection. It has adrenaline in it, and I can always feel, like, I don't know if I'm just sensitive to it or whatever, but like I can feel the blood pumping in my veins when they do that, and like my heart is racing. That's how I felt after having anything with espresso, because like I drink strong coffee, but I pace it out over the course of many hours. We're having something like that, where it's a lot of caffeine in a short amount of time, I get like really shaky, like very shaky. That didn't happen yesterday because I did eat a big meal afterwards because I felt it coming on. But yeah, where if I drink my coffee too fast, even this, say I down it within like half an hour, and it's a mug this size, I get the like jitters. So yeah, I drink coffee a lot, but I don't drink a lot of coffee. Does that make sense? Like I often have coffee on hand, but it's the same coffee for like the whole day. And I wonder if like that's why I drink it black, is because it's not as indulgent and I'm not craving it as much. Where I'm okay taking a sip like once every 10-20 minutes. It does get cold, and I'll reheat it if I think of it, but even then, like, I don't mind room temperature coffee. Oh, that's right. I was trying to burn a CD. Let me see if this is actually going to work. I haven't used this disk drive in a long time. And also, I don't know that the people receiving these have a way to play a CD. I guess we'll find out. Oh, the furnace is on. Of course, my ironing board's in the way, so I can't shut the door all the way. Yeah, I do also drink tea in the afternoon. If I've had less coffee in the morning, I'll switch to like a black tea, like a chai. They were out of like the Stash brand chai that I really like to get. So I went for an Earl Grey, which I believe is caffeinated. I've had before and have enjoyed, and then like a double bergamot. Bergamot? I don't know if you pronounce the T. And then, all right, hold on. I'm gonna switch to audio CD, no gap between songs. Let's see if this works. Cool. Yeah, I've had bergamot tea before. Oh, I should have gotten lemons. I remember the one time I've had Earl Grey tea before. I had the thought where like I'm garbage at flavors and picking out tastes of things. Like I have a garbage palate. But I really had the thought while drinking the Earl Grey tea at my friend's house, like this could use some lemon, I think, but I don't have any lemon here. It's hard finding produce right now. And I don't use lemon. I don't have anything meal-wise that I need lemons for, so I didn't think to get any. Ooh, yeah, making tea with whiskey, like making a nice hot toddy. Oh. I should see if I can get my hands on some apple cider today. Yeah. I like whiskey in hot apple cider with like a little honey, unless I'm using honey whiskey, and then I will omit that, but also like a couple cinnamon sticks. Oh, it's the best. It's one of my favorite things. I have almost none of the ingredients other than whiskey here. Probably have cinnamon sticks, but yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'll probably wait till this afternoon to drink. I was gifted a bunch of beer this week. Ooh, one of them has coffee in it though. Yeah, there's a brewery called From the Barrel, and they make a porter. And like the regular porter is really good, but then sometimes they'll make it with coffee. They also have a coconut one. I'm like easing into liking coconut. It was one of my least favorite flavors when I was younger, but nowadays I don't hate it as much. Where I would literally like spit it out if it had coconut in it, like a Samoa Girl Scout cookie. Ooh. But I had one like a year ago and it wasn't that bad. I'm sorry, it was called a Caramel Delight. Depends on what bakery makes the cookies. I guess it's state by state. They sell different types of cookies. Did y'all know that? There are 2 bakeries that make the Girl Scout cookies. So there's one type of Thin Mint that's like a perfect disc with like a perfectly rounded edge. And then there's the other bakery, which I think sells them in Massachusetts. I think it's 2 different ones, where they have like scalloped edges. And I was very confused because I only eat like maybe 1 box, not even a whole box, but like I'll share 1 box of Girl Scout cookies a year. So I haven't been in the game in a long time. So I just assumed they switched the style because they swap out different types of cookies sometimes. But no, it's a different bakery. So yeah, Samoa's, I think it's Samoa's, are called Caramel Delights by one of the bakeries for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't be the exact same. And also, hey, it looks like the CD burning is working. That's good. Look at us go. Yeah, was it the coffee remedy or just the regular remedy, Jenny? Because it's like I started to enjoy dark beers more because of that brewery. They just know what they're doing. I mean, they're known for their IPAs. They do a lot of New England style IPAs, which I enjoy. I honestly, with some exceptions, I can't really pick a lot of them apart because they're all so good. And they use a lot of hop blends that I just enjoy. And I just know the couple that I really don't like, and I'll avoid those as far as hops, but I like most of the ones that they make anyway, unless it's like sometimes they do single hop beers that are called like strictly Simcoe, strictly Citra, and that's a good way to highlight a specific hop if that's the only one in a beer. So I figured out that there are some that I don't love, and I think Simcoe is one of the ones I don't like. So it's not that they made that beer bad, it's just not a hop I enjoy drinking, so that's why I don't like that beer. This is why I specify when I'm saying things, like giving my thoughts on things, where I'm like, I don't enjoy it, rather than saying it's not a good beer. That is, those are different statements. Oh my gosh, yeah, you would really like their beer, I think. And like Rockingham is my favorite brewery of all time, though From the Barrel it's in the top. It's also because they're very close to each other, but like Rockingham, From the Barrel, and Kelsen, they're all near each other, and you can kind of find something for everybody at Rockingham especially, but Kelsen has a good mix now because they have sours too, like they have a separate line of like just sours and gozas and stuff, which I really like, and they're very good summer beers. So we should have a dog beer date, Nikki, where we can bring our pups and go sit out on the patio there and drink beer. And they make breakfast pizza, and it's so good. I mean, their regular pizza is also really good. They have like a nacho pizza and a cheeseburger pizza and just other like solid pizza options. They have one that has pineapple on it, but instead of ham, they do pulled pork. My stomach does not agree with pulled pork, even though I love it so much, so I'm probably still gonna try it sometime. I think I ranted about this in a video recently, but I haven't tried pineapple pizza, not because of the pineapple. That's not the issue. The issue is that I don't like ham. Oh yeah, then Kelsen does have some, but yeah, From the Barrel is definitely where I will be taking you for that. Rockingham has some too. Rockingham is like a broad spectrum of beers. If someone hasn't had much in the way of craft beers, that's the place I like to take them. I mean, I also work for them sometimes, so like I'm biased, but they've been my favorite brewery for, I don't know, ever since they opened. But yeah, From the Barrel makes very good beer. I'm really glad I got some this week. I haven't been buying like anything other than essential shit during all of this, but I treated myself to some beer and then was gifted some beer. So I'm stocked up for quite a while, I think. As I'm sure is the case for lots of people during all of this, I have been drinking more. But still, like, I opened a second beer. What's today? Saturday. I opened a second beer on Thursday and got like a quarter of the way into it and then just stopped drinking. And then I haven't had anything since then. And then I think I had half a glass of wine on Monday night. So it's not like I'm going real hard, but I would go like weeks between drinks before. I was thinking of making a mimosa or something, but then I got distracted and then just came and sat in here anyway. I have coffee to finish, so I do have some stuff I need to get done this afternoon, but I have a movie date with one of my friends in about an hour, so maybe I'll wait to make a drink till her and I are hanging out. She used to come over, you know, when you could have people over. She also lives halfway across the country, so that is the main part of the problem. But we used to have sangria Saturdays where she would come over at like lunchtime. I'd make some new vegan recipe because she's vegan, and it was fun to like just cook different shit. I mean, I tend to favorite vegetarian dishes anyway, just because my stomach hates a lot of meat things, and then yeah, I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna react to any vegetable things. But yeah, switching over like dairy things, I've never had an issue digesting dairy, thank the Lord. alcohol and dairy are like the two things I don't have issues eating or digesting, I suppose. So I'm really glad. I'm glad two things that bring me the most joy don't bother my stomach when everything else does. But yeah, it was always fun to like make fettuccine Alfredo, but vegan, or any kind of pizza. I'd make like a 7-layer dip. That's probably my favorite thing to make because I love eating 7-layer dip anyways. But doing it with like the vegan sour cream and everything, and like the I don't know what brand it is, not the Boca meatless ground meat. I don't know what you call it. They always have like apostrophes. If it's chicken, it's like CHIK apostrophe N. You get it. The fake meats. Yeah, I'll just mix taco seasoning into that and then just build up a bunch of layers of like beans and shit. It's so good. Oh, I want that really bad now. I didn't get any. I do have stuff to make tacos and taco salads this week. And I guess I have some beans in the cupboard. So maybe I can make a dip. We'll see. We'll have tacos first, and then if I have leftover ingredients, we'll fuck up a dip. Or I'll just make nachos. Oh, I love nachos. Also, I'm eating Junior Mints. Because here I am complaining about putting sugar on cereal and things being too sweet for me. And then I'll just go through a whole box of candy in one sitting. But hey, you know? Oh, yikes. It is more calorically dense than I was expecting. I never used to eat like whole candy bars, but I felt like absolute trash this week. Shark Week, everyone. Not, I mean, who knows who has the plague, but dealing with super fun cramps and stuff. I almost fainted yesterday. Also almost threw up a bunch just because the pain was so bad. So just like really fun body times happening. But I did eat a whole dark chocolate and mint Kit Kat. And the last time I ate like a whole candy bar in one sitting, I don't know, it's been a while. It just seems like a lot. But a Kit Kat, you know, you break it up. You pace yourself working through it. I was surprised how few calories there were in it, though. Yeah, there seems to be nothing to Junior Mint, so the fact that was 3.5 times 130. It's like 400, 450. No, more than that. Almost 500 calories for a whole box? Oh. Well, I'm still gonna eat the whole box, but like maybe I'll pace it out a little more. I don't often go for really chocolatey things, but I do find myself drawn to like dark chocolate these days. So Junior Mint, and I love mint. Oh god, I love mint so much. So yeah, Junior Mints are good. That Kit Kat I had yesterday was good. But normally I'm like a Mike and Ike's Hot Tamales, like gummy candy. I do have some Starburst over here that my niece and nephew gave me, so I'll probably fuck those up later. I kind of like fruit chew type situation. All right, I have the first mix CD burned, so let's move on to the next. It didn't seem to make like really buck wild noises. I don't know if any of you heard it burning. That's wild. I haven't done this in so long. Right, let's see. Do we have different colors? I'm gonna switch it up a little. Oh, I do. Excellent. All right, so I got one. Are they all different? No, they're stacks of them. I got purple ones. I just like that they look like 45s. I got a pink one and a blue one. I have burned an orange one before. but I must be out of those. All right, next up, let's do a purple one. Hi, Maddie. Yeah, you get those Kit Kats, Carrie. Oh no. My teeth hurt in a new spot. I imagine it's from eating the candy. Oh no, I haven't felt dental pain on that side of my mouth before. Well, I'm sure over the years, but not recently. Oh, no. I've been taking such good care of my teeth my whole life, and I just have such shit enamel, and I have really long roots, and like my teeth are garbage. It's really irritating. All right. How else do I burn this? Yeah, burn playlist to disk. I'm so excited to send these songs out. I would probably fuck up some candy corn right now. I have to be in the mood for it. Where I don't always hate it. But yeah, I'm not always in the mood for it. I do not like the chocolate candy corn. Oh, that makes me very upset. But like regular ass candy corn is usually fine. There's certain brands that are worse. Like the really, really waxy ones, I do not like. But I want to say like the Brock's brand, maybe? It's been a long time since I've had some. Oh, I just assumed she sends me the poop emoji all the time. MJ is my niece, for anybody wondering. Yeah, she sends me the poop emoji all the time. So that's just her trademark. Okay. I never had a white chocolate peanut butter egg. I did used to really like white chocolate. For a while there, Dunkin' Donuts had like hot white chocolate. I think I was like just out of high school when that was happening. But it was really good, but also wrecked my stomach. Yeah, I eat like a trash can half the time, so no wonder my stomach is always a mess. And I've always eaten like a trash can half the time. Maybe it used to be like all the time, and then I whittled it down to like 3/4 of the time by the end of high school, and then for a while there was maybe half the time, and now, well, pre-quarantine it was maybe like 80% of the time I was really good. I also crave veggies. Like I just had a bowl full of cucumber slices for a snack yesterday, so I do crave healthy things sometimes, but then I also I was complaining about my tooth hurting and I'm still fucking eating Junior Mints. I need to put these away. Yeah, it's a mix. I also haven't been, like, I've been eating worse the past couple weeks. I also haven't been as active as I normally am because the gym has been closed. And everyone is like going hiking in huge like droves. So anywhere I would go for a walk myself or a bike ride or take Bert, I'm not comfortable going because it's so crowded, even on like not so good weather days, unless it's actively raining. That's when I'll go for a walk around the neighborhood, is if it's pouring out and too cold. But I don't mind doing that. I have the gear for it. So it's not the end of the world, but obviously I'd rather like go for a walk when it's nice and sunny out and get that vitamin D. Though Bert and I have just been like putting a blanket down or something in the middle of the yard if it's really sunny out and just sitting and just soaking in whatever sun we can. And he doesn't sleep when we're outside. There's like too many things to sniff. This is his first spring here. He's from Mississippi. So like he's obviously lived through a lot of springs. He's gonna be 12 in like a couple weeks. His birthday is soon. Aw. But yeah, he hasn't had like a New England spring yet, and I'm sure there's different smells. So he seems like I catch him standing and just like sniffing the air where everything's starting to bloom here. So I'm sure there's like lots of interesting things for him to check out. Man, sorry I keep harping about how excited I am about these mix CDs, but I'm really excited about these mix CDs. I had a very aggressive dance party to these earlier. Not every song, but I'm probably going to do that again later in the day today. Like, I'm going to burn a copy of this mix CD for myself because I love it so much. And then, yeah, just have a real rager of a jump around. Oh, right. The other thing about the white chocolate Reese's is I can't eat peanut butter anymore, so I'll never know. Unless someone makes like an almond butter version, but it's never going to be the same as a Reese's. Okay. Second disc is burned. Look at us go. We're making stuff. Yeah, also real talk. I still listen to CDs in my truck. That was not an essential, but like I was very on board and like very much wanted a CD player in the last vehicle I bought. I don't know how many more years I'm going to be able to do that, like how many more vehicles will have a CD player, because it's you know, outdated, which is a bummer. But I still love it. And yeah, like people's laptops can't play CDs most of the time. This laptop has gotten me through many years. I'm very thankful it still functions. And yeah, has a CD drive. I think I tried to watch a movie on it sometime last year, and it wouldn't work. And I don't know if the computer can't do it anymore or it was just being weird that day. I tried to watch Totoro and I was real bummed. But it's not like I don't have a DVD player in the other room, so it's fine. Also, DVDs are outdated, but I like having physical media because when everything's streaming and like the power goes out and your internet's gone, you don't, you know, you turn the generator on, sure, get the lights back on, but then you can't get Netflix. So that is certainly a big reason why I like having all this stuff. Plus, I already bought it. I don't want to buy it again. Not most. Well, maybe most of the bands are either dead or broken up, so it's not like I'm giving the actual band more money. There are some albums I would probably be up for buying again because they like haven't transferred properly over the years of my different iPods and everything. Plus, talk about outdated shit. This is my other main form of music and podcasts and stuff. Like this has every episode of My Brother and Me and The Adventure Zone on it. So yeah, that's how I get through life, is outdated technology. Yeah. Oh, is it almost lunchtime? Oh, yeah, it's almost noon. I think I'm probably gonna have to go soon. I'm gonna finish doing these. I'm still live streaming, so don't come in. Little Bert, you gonna go say hi? No. Oh, I want noodles. I don't know. Yeah, Bert's curled up in his bed. What are you doing? I think he was expecting to get treats. But he's just chilling. He's so good when I'm in here. I mean, sometimes when I'm trying to film, he'll, you know, obsessively lick his butt because he's a gross dog. But most of the time he just sleeps and chills. I'm not going anywhere today, Chris. I just live inside now. That's not true. I still go to work some days, but yeah, I'm mostly sticking around the home front. I haven't had any daydreaming yet. I did curbside pickup at From the Barrel to get the coffee remedy earlier this week, and then the Rockingham habanero javelina. Of course, I had to, and then I also got some of the hair of the hog. Oh, that's a good point. It does apply for little Bert as well. Yeah, he's so good. He's such a sleepy old man sometimes. He has a lot more energy than I expected. But that's good because it gets me off my ass and I'll move around more than I might have otherwise. Yeah, I think from like Tuesday to Friday they're open, at least those two, From the Barrel and Rockingham, they're open 3 to 6, but then Saturday they're open 12 to 3. And at least Rockingham is closed on Sunday for Easter. Where I feel like they're usually normally open, but just under circumstances, it's probably worth their time to just stay home. Because also, like, everything else is closed on Easter around here. So if you can't go there to hang out and you're not, like, running other errands, I would probably feel less inclined to go. Yeah, shit's weird, and I hate it. And now, I regret not coming out to Rockingham that last day I talked to you, Chris, right before all this happened. Because that was probably, like, the second to last weekend anyone was able to actually go out and do anything. It seemed really busy. So I must, like, I don't think I would have handled it well going out that day. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to have a can of the habanero javelina later today. I'm very excited about it. All right, last CD is happening. Oh wait, no, I gotta burn myself one as well. Yeah, really pumped about this. I'm gonna be bummed if the other people can't play it, but I'm gonna write out the playlist so that anybody that wants to, like, maybe I'll make a YouTube playlist version of it and send them the link to it. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, that seems like a good move. Yeah, this is good. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, is anybody doing anything for Easter? I mean, I haven't, like, celebrated it in a really long time. Well, I guess we used to go hang out with some of my cousins and, like, 1 or 2 aunts and uncles. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. It's been a few years, but real talk, I don't like most of my cousins, but there's like 3 that I really like spending time with. And we'll usually get together. Oh my god, Nikki, your new pup. Is he like full German Shepherd? He's such a fluff and he's so cute. I was like squealing at the pictures. Yeah, I think there's a ham happening tomorrow, but I don't know. Like, I'll cook stuff that I'm not gonna eat. I really just don't like ham. It doesn't make me sick, so I feel like if it's on offer, I should consume it for prep. But yeah, I really don't get excited about it. I'd rather just eat like a mountain of squash or something. Literally any other side. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I should probably go after this disc burns because I should eat some food. I did have eggs and baked beans for breakfast because, you know, typical shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any version of ham that I would get excited about. Maybe if it was like chopped up in like an egg dish. Like if it was in a frittata or quiche, perhaps. But at that point, like, just put bacon in it. Yeah, I mean, I tend to go for veggie stuff. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. It'll be fine. Yeah, I pretty much always prefer bacon. And like, I'd prefer turkey bacon or veggie bacon over that. I prefer frittatas to quiche because I don't like pie crust. Because I'm the worst human being. I feel like I like all the things that everybody else is like, oh, that's my favorite part. I don't know if Grant is still here, but we were talking about how we make a good friend pairing because I think he likes pie crust and is less jazzed about pie filling. I think this is what we were talking about, where I just want everything inside the crust. I don't want any of the crust. But then also for cake, I hate cake, but I love frosting as long as it's not best cream frosting. Fuck that shit. But yeah, like a buttercream or cream cheese frosting, literally any other kind of frosting other than best cream. I'd be like iffy about a royal icing, although that's not too bad, but that's also icing and not frosting. But yeah, so we would like split all the parts that neither of us like. I'm gonna grab a Sharpie so I can write some things on these. Okay. Yeah, I need to go make some food. And we're an hour in. I said we were gonna go for an hour, right? And I gotta get ready for my movie date. I think we're gonna watch a 90s movie, and I'm very excited about it. Also a 90s movie with like one of my favorite soundtracks. So I did watch Empire Records yesterday or the day before because Rex Manning Day was this week. And it's such a good movie. There are parts that like some of the dialogue you're like, oh, that's not great. But yeah, I still like that movie a lot. Oh, what a killer soundtrack. So fucking good. And yeah, we're doing the Ethan Embry trifecta this week because I watched. Oh, no, what's happening? No, I don't need to import the CD. Here we go. All right. CDs are burned. Oh wait, no, I need to make mine. I can just let this run though. Yeah, I'm doing the Ethan Embry trifecta. I watched That Thing You Do last weekend. I watched Empire Records earlier this week, and today I think we're watching Can't Hardly Wait. So like, oh, I'm so excited. So excited. I think it's because of you that I like the Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack so much. Like, it's because of that soundtrack. I love It's Tricky by Run DMC so intensely. I haven't seen any of those movies, Chris. I was commenting back and forth with Fawn earlier, And she suggested, like, with all the shit going on, is just to watch, like, all the worst case scenario movies and all the horror movies and stuff. And we have a whole shelf that we never get to because, yeah, my partner's, like, busy time is harvest, like, during spooky season. So we never get around to them. And I just haven't seen them on my own. So we'll see. Yeah, I do really want to see Birds of Prey. That'll happen soon, I think. I'm sure we can rent it somewhere. Hi, Rob! What's up, dude? Hey, thanks for not being dead. I was complaining about my allergies earlier, but I would imagine, I mean, they seem worse in Asheville. Yeah, I'm making some mix CDs because that's the age in time I'm stuck in. Oh, yeah. If anyone has, like, horror film recommendations, please let me know because I haven't seen that many. I like Slither a lot, which is kind of like a funny one. I mean, like Shaun of the Dead, but again, that's more of a comedy. Yeah, I felt really bad when Grant from Crafting with Cocktails came to visit, and we went to New York because he's in Denver, which is the desert basically, and yeah, he never experienced humidity, and I would also be surprised if I didn't live in New England how muggy it gets in the Northeast, but like holy shit, it was horrendous. It was horrible. It was like walking through butter at all times. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, we did watch Ready or Not. No. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it here. Oh, I watched it with my friend Rockwell and his wife. It was her pick. She picks the best movies. She did also pick, like, we watched a Purge movie together. I think that was also the night we made scorpion bowls in a crock pot bowl because we didn't have a pitcher. So yeah, that was great. And then we also watched Creep. Oh, Creep, the first one, and then Creep 2. We watched both of those. I really like Mark Duplass. Him and his brother have done some interesting Netflix documentaries. If any of you have seen, like, Wild Wild Country, I think that's what it's called. That's kind of a buck wild story. Critters Attack. No, I have not seen that. I have to start a list. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, we have, like, there's a whole shelf of DVDs that are just horror movies. I've seen Cabin in the Woods. We watched that recently. That's kind of like an homage to a lot of horror movies that I have not seen. I like those cheesy movies though. Like, I guess The Thing. The Thing's also probably a horror movie, and it's so good. I love that really cheesy, over the top, like, 80s gore. The fake blood and everything. But, like, it's of its time, and I think it holds up. I feel like there's one other John Carpenter movie I watched when I saw The Thing. I can't remember what it was, though. But around the same time. Yeah. Oh, now I want to watch The Thing. So maybe that'll be my movie marathon this afternoon. Is Can't Hardly Wait because the soundtrack, and more Ethan Embry because I love him, and ooh, They Live. That's for sure. Yeah, that's such a good movie. Yeah, definitely that. Oh, my last CD has burned. I think I'm gonna go because I'm very hungry and I need to make some lunch. thanks everyone for hanging out. This has been rad. I enjoyed the company. I haven't seen Escape from New York, but I feel like we own that DVD. But yeah, this has been really nice chilling out. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Yeah, good to see you too, Rob and Grant and Chris. Yes, please stream later. I will pop in and watch it. And yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'll probably live stream again next weekend. Another video Friday. You know the deal. Yeah. All right. Oh God, why do I always fuck up closing out of these? I've done this too many times to still be this bad at it. All right. Bye.